Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm going to do a spread today on Robert Maxwell. He died in 1991 at the Canary Islands. He was in financial ruin. People think he was a spy. So I just want to find out, was it an accident or was it intentional? Let's get some energy surrounding it. There we go. Doing some more shuffling. Hope you guys are doing good today. Okay. Mosquitoes are out. It is full summer here. I'm going to go straight to the situation for starters. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, he was definitely a money man. He made lots and lots of money. Yes. And apparently he was a bit of a crook in doing so. So he was very good at doing this. Lots of money. Starter. He was a self-starter with the money. And we do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it doesn't look like he was around his kids too often, is how I'm going to put that. So I'm going to put that there. Now I'm going to keep shuffling and see what else comes out. Here we go. What happened during his death? What happened? And the Ace of Pentacles is the death card too, you guys. So it's funny that I did get that. That is the death card. Ace of Pentacles is the death card. And unable to see. And also I would say with that, the Page of Pentacles in reverse would be, it could have been someone who was very young that took him out. Or he realized he couldn't see his kids from the situation. So I need to clarify both of these, and that's what I'm going to do now. So first I'm going to clarify Ace of Pentacles, the death card here, as well as being a moneymaker. Here we go. Please clarify that. For starters, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands with conflicts and justice. I'm going to say that he definitely was in a lot of financial trouble. He was under the gun. He was in a big heap of mess here, with the conflicts and the Queen of Wands in the upright. The Queen of Wands is a woman who's very confident, someone who is obviously a fire starter and gets things done and very entrepreneurial. That very well could have been female figure in his life, so I would need to clarify that. But I'm now going to go to the Page of Pentacles. So we do see that he was in a lot of trouble. Could be just to avoid it, that he was careless and didn't really care about what unfolded. But let's find out with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. And we've got the Page of Cups upright. Wow. So that is obviously his children, you know. He felt that his children were honest, generous, kind, and they were very committed to him. And he didn't like the idea that he would not see them. So I would say that this looks kind of accidental because of the concern over his children. However, knowing that the Page of Pentacles in reverse here would be taking him off the earth plane, so I'm going to clarify some more. Please clarify this Page of Pentacles. Was it intentional? Was it intentional? See what we get here. Things happen very slowly. With the rock bottom. He was at a rock bottom and ending closure. Trying to be strong. Trying to be strong with the rock bottom. Could be forcing yourself to do something. And Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So that's also escaping a female, not wanting to be around her, obviously, nastiness. Queen of Wands in reverse is a cold, mean, and angry. So this could be him too. It doesn't have to apply sexes to the spreads necessarily. I know some readers do not like to apply male or female, depending on if it's king or queen. So this could have been his female energy, being very unhappy, knowing that he could not be resourceful, knowing that he had lost everything, knowing that he now would be in a dependent position and no longer resourceful. Trying to remain strong among his Ten of Swords rock bottom that he was happening, and it did happen slowly. It's looking like suicide, actually. It's starting to look like suicide because he knew he was in so much trouble. I'm going to pull some more cards here. Let's get some more cards on the situation. Here we go. And he was not feeling nostalgic whatsoever. So the 6 in reverse. 6 is in the upright is feeling very harmonious. So he knew he was not in an emotional, harmonious place. And he knew that gifts were not coming. And nostalgia in reverse. Didn't want to look back at his past history. So this is looking kind of shame-based, feeling with that being in reverse. And yeah, and the kids. He didn't want the kids to know the communication here with the Page of Swords upright. He knew they would talk and gossip about him and talk about the death or what was happening to him. This is a little more complicated than I expected. Whoa, and then there we go. That wants to come out. Emperor in reverse. He wanted to stay in control of his life. He wanted to be the father figure, the ultimate father figure, total control. He wanted to totally control the narrative of how his kids' lives went down. He also realized that there was a lot of deceit, secrets, that when he died, they would know his secrets and take them with them. You know, it would live past his life, the secrets, because the Page of Swords is the child with the secrets. So he knew that they would know all his secrets. I'm going to ask the pendulum now. Did Robert Maxwell, I'm going to have to say CS. I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I mean by CS, right? It's just code for what people do when they're unhappy. Okay. Did Robert Maxwell do CS? Did he do CS? Did he S? Did he S himself? Did he S himself? Did he S himself? Yes, he did. He did. Let's ask, was he trying to make it look like an accident, like it could have been just an accident? Did he intend on it to look like an accident, like it could have easily been an accident? Did he want it to be questionable? Yeah. He wanted it to look very questionable so that people would not think lowly of him. I'm sure he was really concerned about his public image, but he knew that he was going down. He was going down. And so, yeah, this was an intentional move on his part. And he knew the kids would take the secrets with them. So let's ask, was he a spy? Was he truly a spy? He was known to wear recording devices, apparently. Was he a spy? Was he a spy? Was he a spy? Ace of Swords, epiphany. That's someone who has an epiphany. It's going to share information, a spark, a beginning, and sharing information. It looks like it, absolutely, because what do? They share information. They transfer information. And he was not victorious at it. He ended up failing at it. So he did something wrong. King of Pentacles. He made whoever he was doing it for made them very unhappy. I'm going to get under the surface here. There was a partnership there. And in the center, with this little small section I have here, challenges ended up occurring. So yeah, I would say yes, he was, and they weren't pleased with him. He did not succeed at whatever it was they wanted him to do. He failed at his mission and made the kingpin basically very unhappy. Challenges and partnership, and this is definitely the spark of sharing some communication, intellect, information. So yeah, absolutely. I will say, yeah, I think he was. I think it's safe to say he definitely was. What was a relationship truly like? with his kids? What was the relationship truly like with his kids? I'm not going to say her name because the algorithms don't want me mentioning her name, so that's why you're not going to hear me say it. The last time I did a video on her, it was basically it was severely put in like almost demonetization, but I left it up anyways. So here we go. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. If they don't like this one too, I probably can't do the subject of her, to be quite frank. So what was the relationship like? What was the relationship truly like? What was the relationship truly like? Wow, that speaks volumes. Brokenhearted and with triangulation and Page of Cups in reverse. So they didn't find him the kids weren't madly crazy about him. They may have put up a good front of being daddy's little girl or princess, but the bottom line is it was not a solid, emotionally healthy union at all. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. So there was no overcoming these emotions, and it was just not an action that was going to happen. They never did totally seek them out for that love and affection because they probably felt that they wouldn't get it to the level to their satisfaction. So that's why we have the triangulation with the 3 of Swords, the complete total heartbreak here with the 3 of Swords. So yeah. They tried to create love, but they weren't able to attain it. And so, yeah, it's a heartache, divide, sorrow. So the relationship was a heartache. It was a total heartache. Let's get some more on it. And Ace of Wands, it's because the entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneur. The Wand is the entrepreneur card. He was a starter. He had to constantly start something new. He was always starting something new. So he didn't have time for them. More partnerships here. Always starting something new. And then always created challenges. There was always those battles and challenges. He was always trying to heal from a rock bottom or feeling like he was stabbed in the back by somebody. And the Lovers in reverse. A lot of people didn't really like him. He had a lot of enemies. And he would act like, there was a lot of giving and receiving help. And this created a lot of insomnia. So he had sleeping issues. And I would say that it created the death. His business dealings created was part of why he ended up in the position he was in. And the devil made him do it. Yeah, devil energy. And he was not looking inward. Had an inability to look clearly at himself, clouded insight, really. This is someone who's not super wise. He knows that what the moves and the maneuvers he made were stupid. Didn't light a very clear path for himself, and they were unwise moves. And so that would be the isolation and loneliness and negative thoughts. So he went to an isolated location. He had a lot of negative thoughts and was very lonely at the time of his death. And we have here peace afterwards. He wanted peace. So he was doing it to attain some peace. And he was not feeling nostalgic or thinking about the family when it all went down. And teamwork and expansion went into reverse conflict. So he really irritated someone. And so, yeah, he wasn't thinking of people when he did it. Under the surface, he just did it. He pushed forward and I'm just going to do it. Things aren't going so well. And this will make me feel abundant doing this. You can kind of feel abundant indefinitely by not suffering from the fallout, basically. And just feel, stay in that, I lived an abundant life, basically. I had everything. I had total pleasure and fulfillment. And it's also the yes card saying, yes, he did it. So, yeah, I'm going to say absolutely. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap that up. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye.